Hey folks, Chad here at Exodus Trail Cameras. It's July. Today Cameron and I are out on a piece of private taking care of some, I guess, July deer chores. And for us that included a mock scrape and Exodus render setup. So we're out here setting this camera up, manipulating the spot with a mock scrape. And as you see, we've done our best to hide this setup with a split trunk tree or close to a split trunk tree with some side cover. Kind of brushed in that SP18, got those on different faces to make it a lot less noticeable for this kind of static environment area that we're trying to manipulate with these deer coming in and working this mock scrape. But this video is not about that. This video is going to be really summer maintenance, specifically more about protecting your cameras and things you could do to prevent insect infestation, spiders, ants, any little bugs, moths, I guess, that get in there and create havoc. So, you know, sometimes it happens. There's not much you can do about it, and it's really kind of an afterthought. People don't think of this really until they have an experience with ants or something getting in their trail camera and making a giant mess. These things are could do a lot of damage. They get into your camera, and sometimes there's not evidence of them even getting in, but you run into a problem several weeks later, maybe a month, maybe 2 months later, and surprisingly, you have some internal damage done because there's a nest or some kind of infestation inside your camera. Could be eating rubber seals, eating ribbon connectors, so on and so forth. So today we're going to just touch base and explain and show what we do, just a couple quick steps to help prevent that from actually happening. So one of the things that we like to do is the use of permethrin. We use this on our gear, we use it on our clothes during the summer months. Keeps ticks, chiggers, mosquitoes, and horseflies and things away from you, off your gear. And it also does the same for your cameras. This is something that you don't want to get on your skin. It's something that you don't want to actually physically spray on the camera. Again, I'm not an expert on the actual active ingredient, but it's permethrin. Supposedly it's bad for your skin if you come in direct contact. So just take note of that. But basically all we do with this is take our spray bottle and we just spray around the perimeter or circumference of the tree below the camera, and then we do the same thing kind of above it, maybe up the sides a couple times. Again, if you're using a camera strap, you could soak your camera strap in this stuff a couple days ahead of time, and it's odorless, so there's nothing there that you can, I guess, smell, and it does a great job of keeping bugs out of your camera. The other thing that we've kind of used in the past, and with this specific set, because we're not coming back to actually check and physically pull the SD card or change batteries or anything, this is kind of a set it up and forget about it. One of the things we've used in the past are these, I guess, ant repellent or granular ant killer, bug killer, whatever you want to call it. This is just something we picked up at the local Ace Hardware. So, but with a standard SD card camera, we prefer permethrin because when you're using these granular pellets or powder, I guess, you actually want to put this in the housing of the camera. So when you're opening and closing the housing, the stuff falls out, and it's not going to do you much good, and it's a pain in the butt to come and reapply it every time you check your camera. So if you're using regular SD card cameras where you're going and checking, I would use permethrin. But if you're working with a cellular camera and it's a set it and forget about it type scenario, I would actually recommend using this. You could just take, basically, just get a small pinch, just a fingerful, and physically open up your housing, go ahead and put it in your door, close that door up, hook your external power up, and you're good to walk away. This is something we've done for a few years now. And again, this is really an afterthought where folks aren't thinking about it unless they experience that problem. For us, it probably came in, it occasionally happened throughout the 2000s, 2010, 2011, 2012, where we really started running a large number of cameras. But when you start to get into running, 75, 80, 90, 100 cameras a year, just the odds in general are going to go up that you're going to have some type of a problem. So we started doing this through all of our summer camera sets just to protect them for 3 or 4 months, and we've had great success with it. So we wanted to share this tip with you. If you guys have any questions or comments about what we're doing, or maybe a specific product, leave those in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up for us and smash that subscribe button.